Welcome to Strange and Spectacular Studio, where we delve into the extraordinary world around us. Today we're embarking on a journey through the intricate tapestry of the United Kingdom's infrastructure and its relationship with nature. It's a topic that might not seem immediately thrilling, but trust me, as we unravel the threads of history, innovation, and the environment, you'll see just how spectacular this intertwining can be. When we think about the United Kingdom, images of rolling green hills, historic castles, and bustling cities come to mind. But beneath the surface of this picturesque landscape lies a complex network of infrastructure that has been shaped by centuries of human ingenuity and natural evolution. From the ancient Roman roads that crisscross the countryside to the modern railways that connect vibrant cities, the infrastructure of the UK tells a story of progress, adaptation, and sometimes conflict with the natural world. Let's start with the Romans, shall we? When they invaded Britain in AD 43, they brought with them advanced engineering techniques that would lay the groundwork for the UK's infrastructure as we know it today. Imagine the scene: soldiers marching, supplies being transported, and the need for efficient movement driving the construction of roads. The Romans built over 2,000 miles of roads, many of which are still in use today, albeit in a more modern form. These roads were straight and durable, designed to facilitate trade and military movement. They carved through the landscape, often disregarding the natural contours of the land. This was the beginning of a relationship between infrastructure and nature that has evolved dramatically over the centuries. Fast forward to the Industrial Revolution in the 18th and 19th centuries, a period that transformed the UK into the world's first industrialized nation. The need for efficient transportation of goods and people spurred the construction of canals, railways, and bridges. Canals in particular are fascinating. They were engineered to connect rivers and facilitate the movement of heavy goods, and they dramatically altered the landscape. Picture this: a serene waterway snaking through the countryside, lined with trees and wildflowers, but also bustling with boats carrying coal, textiles, and other goods. The canals were a lifeline for many communities, but they also disrupted local ecosystems. The balance between human needs and nature became more pronounced during this time. And then we have the railways. The arrival of the steam locomotive was nothing short of revolutionary. The first passenger railway, the Stockton and Darlington Railway, opened in 1825, and soon after, a network of railroads spread across the nation. The iconic steam trains became a symbol of progress and connectivity. However, the construction of railway lines often meant cutting through hills, filling in valleys, and altering the natural flow of rivers. The impact on wildlife and habitats was significant, leading to the first conversations about conservation and the need to protect our natural spaces. As we moved into the 20th century, the relationship between infrastructure and nature continued to evolve. The rise of the automobile brought about a new wave of construction: roads, motorways, and bridges. The M1, the first interurban motorway in the UK, opened in 1959, and with it came an explosion of car culture. Suddenly, the landscape was dotted with roads, and the countryside was more accessible than ever. But this accessibility came at a cost. Wildlife corridors were disrupted and habitats were fragmented. The balance we had been striving for began to tip, and the consequences of our infrastructure choices became more apparent. Now, let's pause for a moment and reflect on something truly remarkable: the resilience of nature. Despite the challenges posed by human infrastructure, nature has a way of adapting and reclaiming its space. Have you ever noticed how plants can grow through cracks in the pavement, or how wildlife finds a way to navigate urban landscapes? It's a testament to the tenacity of life. In many cases, we've seen innovative solutions emerge that seek to harmonize infrastructure with the natural world. Green roofs, wildlife bridges, and urban parks are just a few examples of how we're beginning to rethink our approach. Take the example of the London Wildlife Trust, which has been working tirelessly to create green spaces in one of the busiest cities in the world. They've transformed disused railway lines into vibrant walking paths, fostering biodiversity while providing residents with a much-needed escape from the concrete jungle. This is the beauty of collaboration between infrastructure and nature. It's a reminder that we don't have to choose one over the other. We can create spaces that celebrate both. Let's talk about the concept of sustainable infrastructure. As we face the challenges of climate change, the need for sustainable solutions has never been more urgent. The UK is making strides in this area, with initiatives aimed at reducing carbon emissions and promoting renewable energy. Wind farms, solar panels, and electric vehicle charging stations are becoming more common, transforming the landscape once again. The infrastructure of the future is not just about roads and bridges. It's about creating a harmonious relationship with nature, ensuring that our development is in line with the health of our planet. One of the most exciting developments in recent years is the rise of nature-based solutions. This approach recognizes that natural systems can provide essential services, such as flood protection, air purification, and carbon sequestration. For instance, restoring wetlands can help absorb excess rainwater, reducing the risk of flooding in urban areas. It's a win-win. We protect our infrastructure while enhancing the natural environment. The UK is leading the charge in this area, with projects aimed at restoring ecosystems and integrating nature into urban planning. Imagine cities where green spaces are woven into the fabric of daily life, where biodiversity thrives alongside human activity. As we look to the future, it's essential to consider how we can continue to innovate while respecting the natural world. The challenges we face are complex, but they also present opportunities for creativity and collaboration. The UK has a rich history of invention and exploration, and we can harness that spirit to build a more sustainable and resilient future. But let's not forget the role of education in this journey. Understanding the history of our infrastructure and its impact on nature is crucial for fostering a sense of stewardship. By engaging with our communities, sharing knowledge, and promoting awareness, we can inspire the next generation to think critically about the choices we make. Imagine children growing up with a deep appreciation for both the built environment and the natural world, empowered to advocate for solutions that benefit both. In this age of information, we have access to a wealth of resources that can help us understand the intricacies of our infrastructure and its relationship with nature. Documentaries, articles, and community programs are just a few ways to engage with these topics. The more we learn, the better equipped we are to make informed decisions that prioritize sustainability and conservation. And let's not forget about the power of storytelling. The stories we tell about our infrastructure and nature shape our perceptions and actions. By sharing narratives that highlight the beauty of our natural world and the importance of preserving it, we can inspire others to join us in this mission. Whether it's through art, film, or community projects, storytelling has the power to connect us to the land and each other. So, as we wrap up this exploration of the United Kingdom's infrastructure and its relationship with nature, I invite you to reflect on your own surroundings. What stories do the roads you travel tell? How do the parks and green spaces in your community enhance your life? What steps can you take to advocate for a more sustainable future? Remember, every small action counts, and together, we can create a world where infrastructure and nature coexist in harmony. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the strange and spectacular interplay between infrastructure and nature in the United Kingdom. Let's continue to embrace our curiosity, explore the wonders of the world around us, and inspire one another to think outside the box. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep creating, and keep celebrating the extraordinary tapestry of life that surrounds us.